lagged, so I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, I just saw you spiraling.
I don't know. That was weird. It was weird on roll 22 because you rolled your perception roll, and everybody went crazy, and I didn't see the dice roll at all. And then like,
well, he got a natural 20 for 25.
Yeah, now I saw it, but it took like 2 minutes for the dice to show up, and like I said, my call never stopped. So I don't know. That was super weird. And it says the stream is still going. I mean, maybe it froze, but
oh no, now I
never stopped it.
That's weird. Okay, it stopped and now it's still going. I think it just made a new stream on YouTube.
Oh, did that? I get that.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you
have
can
a part 1
that.
and part 2.
I guess.
Yep.
You can do what you want with that. That's weird. Yeah, like I said, nothing shifted on my end. That was just weird.
12 and 12.5.
Sure. Yeah, because y'all are talking the whole time. I'm like, guys, I'm still here. I don't know what you're talking about.
My bad.
We got a hilarious, like an insane cat thing going on in that room. Door's locked.
Besides that, do I think I hear anyone else on this floor?
You actually hear normal meowing, like actual fucking cats. Not like insistent or even like unnatural amounts, but every so often you'll just hear this kind of like from other rooms.
She locks up her cats when people come over, of course.
Gotta make sure.
Is this,
cat allergies?
Is this a double door here?
Yes.
So it could be assumed that this is the master bedroom here.
Ping again?
This one, right next to the creepy girl.
Who knows?
She said there was another bathroom up here. I'd like to try and open up the master bedroom door, or what I think it is, this door here.
It opens. Not locked, just closed. And when you enter, there, like, immediately, you spot a total of 8 cats. Varying from kittens to, like, ancient ass, why are you still alive levels of cats. The younger ones are playing around, rolling about the floor. Other ones are perched on tabletops and like shelving units that are across the way. But the room that you come into seems more like a study or an office.
Supper time.
Do they run for the door when I open it?
No, they seem kind of like content where
Are there windows?
you got windows here.
I don't see anything here. Should I?
Oh, sorry. Boop.
Oh, there we go. So on one hand, I could open up a window here. The study seems like an important room. It could be hiding a very valuable treasure. On the other hand, there's a bunch of fucking cats here. I feel like if a bird were to be introduced into this situation, it would cause a lot of concern.
Suddenly, like, the cats are, like, jumping off the roof trying to get birds. You know, who knows?
I mean, I also hope that, like, a were-raven could be a little resourceful when it comes to tricking some cats. Can I go over to the... I'd like to go over to the desk.
Okay.
Anything open? Letters, parchment, important documents, things like that?
There is a stack of loose leaf papers. There's some envelopes. None of them are addressed or anything. It just looks like this is where she would typically come to sit and write a letter. But there doesn't really seem to be anything of note. Nothing to her, nothing going out from her. It's pretty clean. Aside from, like, an ancient cat that's hanging out, like, on top of the desk, I'd say.
Okay.
as cats do. Probably sitting on top of the papers, to be honest.
What do you
While
guys think?
you're rummaging really quickly, make another perception. Me, just because you're in a new area.
19.
One of the cats that has been hanging out on some shelves over here. It's sitting. Eyes have been trained on you the whole time, but you notice around its neck there's a small key hanging from its collar.
It's been watching me the entire time.
It's been watching.
Does it look intelligent?
As much as cats do, it looks very pointedly at you. I wouldn't say you would mark it as a, hey, this thing knows what I'm doing.
It's not Professor McGonagall sitting
Necessarily.
over there.
No. But it's watching you.
Are there any cat toys on the desk or anywhere nearby?
Like little like those little tough balls of like yarn. And some wayward bits of ribbon, and maybe do they call them flirt sticks or something, like where it's everything is like tied to the stick and it's like the string with the toy on it, like that's like tucked into a corner somewhere. Like she chills in here and plays with her not human cat. It could be orange.
If there's a toy or something there, I'd like to pick it up, which I don't think... I think I can interact with objects as long as I don't attack.
Mhm.
If I can get close to it trying to play with said toy, I'd like to try and do a sleight of hand where I'm able to either, if it's a string or a collar or whatever the key is attached to, if I can cut it and get the key.
I'll try to make a... I'll say Kitty's eyes like flit over to the toy that you're manipulating. And if you want to see if you can't sleight of hand that and see if you can't get it off.
Just a 9.
You start to pull at it, trying to get it loose. Wait, how do you try to go about getting it off? Are you trying to like cut the collar, or are you just trying to like remove it?
Is it like a leather collar with it like on the...
Yeah.
Something like a string or something that I could just like quick like...
Uh-huh.
If it's... Yeah, that's going to be a little harder to justify.
Because as you grab for it, I'll say, like you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
to pull at that collar. You know, when cats are just livid and the hair starts to stand up and you hear that like, oh, like that growling sound.
Yep. I'm going to back away. I am going to go to one of the windows here. And I'd like to pop it open enough that a bird could slip through, but not a whole ass cat.
Sure.
And then I'll put a little piece of bread on the windowsill. And then, like, it's probably been a couple minutes at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a ghost, I'd like to just go back downstairs to the bathroom, open the door again, and then close it again.
You come back out into this hallway. That frantic clawing that initially greeted you sounds slower, tired. And as you reach the staircase, you hear quiet sobbing as you make your descent. And if you want to scroll back up. Meanwhile, in the dining room.
And so that's when we lost that staff, but you know, who cares really?
Daddy
All the
just got
while, I
another,
feel
right?
like
Yes, of course.
Athena, I feel like, is looking at Cyrus, hoping for a scrap that is no longer on that plate, just by the looks of that token. But so, like, as there's a re-entrance, have you know how you're going to move forward? Do you need another day? Can you do it today?
What do we think?
I mean, listen, I'll spend time with dogs
You need it,
anytime we
Garda?
need to. Whenever you need me, I'm ready to go.
Garda, you're
You need
muted.
it, Artem.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I mean, it's still early, right? We could probably do it today.
Still
And
As
early.
far as
Oh,
resource,
Don't have
we
to
just-
eat that.
we just long rested, so like
Mhm.
resources wise, I'm doing good.
Stopped off. Why
Okay.
not?
Well, why not?
So, the preference then, do I need to get you on her special brunch list? Are you guys going to sneak in? How would you like to go about this? I don't want too many hands in the cookie jar, but I would help any way I can.
I definitely think Garen gets a guest seat. It would make sense. Well, if I'm just there to accost the guard,
Yeah, where's the guard gonna be? Is he gonna be outside or in?
You guys, are you talking about Isnik?
yes, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Isnik.
You actually saw him on your guys' way over, like, or was that last night? No,
It
it
was
was
the-
this
in the
morning.
morning.
You guys were leaving the church and going to the Blue Water Inn. You saw him making his way towards town, so he might be out on his rounds already.
We just have to keep him away from the manor, right?
Oh, I thought I would have to distract him from whatever guard post he was in.
I think we should all get invited in for brunch. And then we all are inside together. And we go from
Okay.
there.
If it's a saving throw that they have while they eat the pie, then I should be there nearby to do my little silvery barbs to make them do that. Or make them roll again if they succeed.
How are we introducing the pies into the food if we're guests?
Potluck.
Just potluck.
We make an excuse and slip away.
Or offer it as a gift.
Ain't the pies kind of suspicious?
It's a nice offering. Lydia doesn't have too many friends.
Could we make the pies into something else in your kitchen so that they're not pies when we come and bring it?
Casserole.
What if that would disrupt the magic, though, or do you think it's fine?
I think the magic is in the meat. As with all recipes.
If y'all want to make, like, an arcana or something just to, like, be super, super sure on it.
Garen's not the one to make this roll.
I might have some arcana. Okay.
Ooh, Cyrus has got a good roll.
Cyrus, roll.
Hey.
No, I got a good roll.
I ate a pie. Maybe.
That's true.
I remember the magic-y bits.
He's like, actually, it was the carrots.
Uh-huh. Specifically.
Root
You and
vegetable, root of all
Cyrus-
evil.
Knowing Cyrus both are pretty dang confident that the magic is in fact in the meat that is in the pie. It's not the pie itself, it's not in the crust, it's the filling.
Okay, so it's not like the bones where you move the bones from the church and then they're not magical anymore. So the meat is still magical. Okay.
So
That
if we
gives
do
us
like a
options
shepherd-
then.
If we do like a shepherd's pie or a stew,
Either, yeah.
mincemeat.
You are more than welcome to use the kitchen should you so wish. I just ask that it's thoroughly cleaned when you're done.
That part is not our job, is it?
Well,
Technically not, I'm afraid. And she'll lean back in her chair and she'll reach out her hand to this door, and it opens, and this kind of tall, slender character comes out, and he gives her quill and ink and paper. Can I, really quickly, can I get all of your names just to make sure I can get them on the list for the Baroness's brunch? Or at least what names you'd like to go by, whichever you prefer.
Cyrus Ulysses Norfolk Turnway.
There's a moment where she's like, and then doesn't say anything. So that's one, and names, please.
Karen Ward.
Okay. And then Dristan, Noah, Achilles, are you guys using your given names?
No.
What name would you like to use?
Sorry, I'm looking at Bloodborne names. I'm trying to.
How about Noah? Does Noah want to use his name?
Noah's never given his last name publicly before, and I just looked it up on the character sheet. Noah Wayham.
Wayham?
Oof.
Does
Nice.
everyone stare at Noah at the same time? Like,
My
I didn't
name,
choose-
it's Real Guy.
I didn't choose my name. My parents named me.
Sure
My
they did.
name, it is
did.
You Man.
Wayhome is a common name, okay? It was them, the assholes, that named me Noah.
And Achilles, are you using your given name?
I mean, I gotta be honest, I think he would.
Okay. I got
That's the thing. Player is like, this is a bad idea. Garen does not give a
Garen's
shit.
just like, fuck it.
What else could go wrong?
Somebody lit themselves on fire yesterday. It's whatever.
There's two very different reasons for a fake name there. One is whatever, what else could go wrong, and then for Achilles' part, it's just, I don't know, I'm a dumb, happy guy. You want my name? Sure, here it is. Oops, you were a fae?
Not here
Whoops.
for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah. Achilles would be the one to give a fae his name.
Is your pet going with you? Not that I need to put her on the roster, but
I mean, I'm assuming she's allowed. There was nobody that said she wasn't. I certainly hope so.
Well, she's
guess
not
we
going to be
will-
on the menu either, right?
Hey, whoa.
Oh.
Let's not be making those jokes now. Anyways, her name's Athena, and she would also like to be a guest.
I will write that you have an animal.
Appreciate it. Maybe give the guard dog something to play with.
What was the name of the priest that we?
What's up?
What was the name of the priest we buried in like the second episode?
Ooh! Hold on. I should know this. But I don't. Hold on.
Donovich.
Donovich! Yeah, that's it.
Is that the guy?
That's the priest in the village of Barovia.
My name's Donovich.
Donovich.
He's not using it.
That's a fair point. She'll write the names down and then pass it back over to the man who emerged from the rooms to give her the supplies to do so. And once he has it, he'll fold it up carefully, and without a word, he just leaves through the front door.
As we were talking about, I think that if there is any rumor mill about these pies, we should make this something other than pie.
Oh, the pies are strictly contraband.
Oh, then
The
yeah,
Baron,
that's definitely.
The Baron wants authentic happiness, not fabricated.
Hmm. Well, in any case, let's make this something other than pie.
Perhaps if we stuff a fish with it.
Or like a turducken.
Yeah, I mean, you've got
That's-
fish. It has a little some sweets in it. It's got some meat in it. It'll.
I mean, if that's what the rich people like, sure.
Yes.
I want to roll the cooking check.
Oh, I don't
What-
cook, but I'll tell the chefs what to do.
I don't eat.
What would it be?
It's up to y'all. Like, what's the role? That's a
Yeah.
good question, my guy. What have we used in the
Not-
past?
None
No,
of
but-
us are proficient in chef's
cooking.
utensils.
I feel like wisdom has been our go-to for cooking things, and then
Oh man, a
charisma is for how
I
good
actually
it
do
looks.
have cook's utensils.
small bird.
Yeah, we
Oh, there
did. We
you
did
go.
perform.
A quail.
Well, if you're proficient, then frickin' you do it.
Sorry,
Looks
I had
like
to
you're the
step
chef
away
again.
for a
Once
second.
again,
What are we? What was the? Why did that come
we're
up?
disguising the pie as a
Yeah,
fish. I think.
that is a thing I have. That was my
Wait.
my tool set of choice.
Nice.
I think, yeah, I don't see anything in particular that anybody else has used. I see no harm in using Wiz.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
That's not food safe.
So I'm rolling wisdom plus proficiency for the pie
Yes,
disguise.
sir.
The despise.
Ah!
A 12.
And what are you trying to do with it exactly?
Oh, you want me to say how I am disguising it?
Yeah, like, are you like just gutting it and like putting it into like a burrito, or?
So what exactly? Like I said, sorry, I had to step away for a second. What exactly are we trying to achieve with said disguise?
I think
So
two
the pies
options.
themselves are contraband.
Hmm.
They're trying to make it not look like a pie. They want to take
Got
the
it.
filling from the pie, put it in something else, and make it look like not the contraband type of pie. Granted,
Got it.
pies in general are not contraband, just these kind of type of
I
pies
understand.
in
Okay.
specific.
So
I'm thinking either a stuffed fish or like a stuffed quail or small bird,
Or a breakfast burrito.
or a breakfast burrito of champions.
I mean, I think we could just grind it all up and say it's a porridge. It's all the same ingredients, right?
A meat porridge?
Yeah, why
I'm
not?
not sure if Well, I guess. Who are we trying to influence again?
The
Baron.
Burger Meister.
Right. Yeah. So I think we need something better than
And-
porridge.
Yeah,
does-
I
what does he
like
like?
the turducken thing.
Is that gonna
There
be
was a big
fancy
thing with. There was a big thing with wolves recently. Could we like? I like the we're presenting a roast and then the stuff's inside the
Okay.
roast.
So
Like
I'm
the
gonna
wolf
Ooh.
pies that what's his face makes in Game of Thrones.
All right. Well, first of all,
Walter
Achilles
Frey?
is going to object to a wolf pie.
I mean, there's one.
let's just make that clear.
But no, like he made the pies in the shape of like little wolves
Yeah, yeah.
for.
Oh yeah, pod,
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
Was it pod?
No, not pod. It's
Pot pie. Pot pie.
Hot pie.
Pot- Pot pie.
yeah.
Yeah, wolf like meat biscuits.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, we can do.
Basically,
Yeah,
like Pop Tarts.
Gotcha.
The
I
shape
mean,
of wolves. I think
hey,
he'd eat
Sorry.
I
it.
like that though.
yeah. And
I
if
like
we,
the
Like a
meat
savory
stuffed with the
Pop
stuff.
Tart with
Yeah.
the gravy? I'm not
Yeah.
mad at that.
And I mean, listen, if we wanted to do the turducken thing, we can just shove the contents of a pie into a duck or into a turkey too. That's not hard, you know. That doesn't take
I
much
like
of a
the
disguise.
resident-
That's just stuffing.
As the resident rich person, what do you think fancy people go for more? But then again, Tristan, you are much more of a resident of this area, as well as Garen.
Yeah,
What-
but
what
all I
seems
know
to be
how
the
make
most-
a steak.
Here's what we know about the Burgermeister. He's very keen on symbols. and he likes, one would assume, to be applauded for his celebrations. I think that a pastry with the pie inside in the shape of the wolf's heads that he so proudly displayed everywhere would show a sign of respect and something that he could not resist.
And
Wait,
and you guys know that the upcoming festival is the Blazing Sun. And like I'll show you guys the iconography of it that they're
yeah,
using.
I was about to say, should we do the one for the upcoming?
You can
Would
make
we know
little
about that?
suns.
Yeah,
You've
we
seen
saw it.
you've seen some posters.
Yeah.
Okay. I would also
Let them
say
know
when I
how
was in
excited we are.
I will say when I was in Seattle, they had like lox, like biscuit in the shape of a fish on the inside. And it was like warm and toasted and buttery.
Oh.
I forget what it was called, but it was incredible.
Wait, a lox
And I
on a
did not-
biscuit?
No, like inside like a pastry.
Oh, gotcha.
That
Yeah.
sounds lovely.
Lox
It was
and
great.
a pastry.
It's bread and fish, but in different shape.
Dude, I want to destroy a bagel right now. This just
I've got bagels.
oh,
But yeah, I like the wolf. I like the sun. I think either one baked into like a, I don't know what the word is, but basically like a meat hot pocket.
Hot pocket.
I mean, literally,
It's
meat
like
pie
a
is
calzone.
calzone. Yeah, we could do a little meat pie and use with the dough. Just have little.
So we're
blades
still
have it.
bringing a pie, just not.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the
the
thing, is that we've
contraband
got to get it
pies.
away from the pie.
It's not a pie.
thing.
Is a Pop-Tart a pie?
It's a Pop-Tart.
A Pop-Tart is a pie.
It's a
technically.
pastry.
If I was like, yo, can I get a slice of pie? And I brought you some raspberry Pop-Tarts, you'd be like, this is exactly what I asked for.
I mean, it's close enough.
No.
It's a very
I will
flat
say-
pie.
I will say a Pop Tart is closer to a hand pie than it would be to a pie.
I've made so it was a Harry Potter themed party like years ago, but I made the angry letters that Ron got, and it was stuff like it was like an envelope shape and like with filling, but it was still really like thin and like compact. I mean, yeah, there's a number of ways to do it, but either way, we got a 12.
So, I was going to say, I was just about to
regardless,
say,
what does the 12 mean?
well, it's because we were spending so long trying to figure out what it should be. Would it be fair to say that somebody was granting assistance, being like, at first it's not turned out so well, but then we're like, wait, no, wait, we can save it, we can make it this way, we can make it that way, and then finally we end up with this super flat.
Oh, it's cute. It is a little fishy.
Could we allow him
Fish
to
on the
roll?
inside.
I will say yes. I think initially it starts off with him like being like, I don't know what we're doing. Let me just, and then people are like, what if we like made like wolf pies? Or like, no. What if they're in the shape of suns because of the upcoming like it starts as one thing and then it starts to mutate. And I'll let you roll again, Tony.
Okay.
This week on Great Barovian Bake Off, Cyrus is in the kitchen.
It's
He has to
pie
make
week.
biscuits. It's Cursed Pie Week.
Hey, that's better. How about
That's
an
better.
18?
That's much better. You eventually come out and like you're working with a limited supply. You're not going to make like a dozen little wolf and sun shaped biscuits.
Look,
by any
fellas, I
means.
did what I could do, okay?
You have I would say like maybe 4 in total, small, size of the fist. The general structure, I mean the bulk of them is probably like the pie crust. But they each have a sizable amount of filling, and I'll say if you like there's 2 wolves, 2 suns, do you want them all to be suns? There's no reason why I'm asking. I just want to know the vibe.
I like the idea of 2 wolves, 2 suns. It's like, hey, we've come to celebrate the transition into a new festival.
And variety,
that.
you know? Just for variety's sake. You don't want the sun to eat the
It
wolf.
also gives way more of a reason for those pies to solely be for them, because it's
Yes.
not enough for everybody. It is a gift for
Mm.
them.
Yes,
Mhm.
I agree. And it also gives us a reason why, if we want to be like, we want to present it to him.
Yeah, so that he eats it himself and not just, oh, we'll put these away. It's like, but we really wanted to see.
Fiona, like she'll like for the most part she'll leave you to your devices in her kitchen. There's also members of her staff that are just kind of watching and waiting, so you aren't totally left alone. But Fiona has left you to what you want to do. And near the end of it, when you guys are finished,
I've eaten
Why would
I've
you
eaten
say
this
that?
pie before. I can resist it. I've got a wonderful succubus on my side.
You're right. Scratch what I said. We're good. Let's do this.
Artem, there may be a third part in this
All
stream now.
right.
I don't know why my internet is being so terrible.
I had an idea. Yeah.
do we want to take a quick break
Yeah.
It looks like it's okay.
and then come back?
It's fine now, I
and
switched-
then you guys can go and infiltrate a home. Real
Sure.
quick though, does somebody want to roll a D100 for me?
Oh no.
I'll
Me.
do it. I'm always happy to
Windows
roll
were
a
open.
On purpose and reset, or
Why
it
not?
probably just does it again anyway, you know? So what do you prefer?
Yeah, I mean,
God. Andrew, when I saw the 0, I'm like, I assume he just rolled 100. I just assumed.
it's currently
I
on
appreciate
2
that.
parts. It hasn't broken.
Oh, it hasn't? All right, so let's keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
switched over to the 2G band.
Alright, we'll be
Okay.
back in a little bit.
All right, let me get the
How'd
break
you make the
screen.
confetti? That was awesome. What was that? What?
What?
Alrighty then. So like Adam said, we're gonna go in, give the pie, get out. Nothing's gonna go wrong.
No worries.
Not a single fucking thing.
Smash
Mark
cut
my
two.
words.
Gotta go back in there for my arm.
Roll a d20 for the hell of it. No. So
Hey, I rolled a 1d2 and it came up 2. Everything's fine.
Congratulations. That's perfect. So having your morning end up at the Wachter house, reconstructing these pies into little mini works of art, and having Fiona's dayman go and intercept messages and bring back some fresh forgeries. By the time everything is ready to go, it is brunch time. Probably cresting at about like noon or 1 when he comes back with the invitations for you all, each of them with your name on it, or your chosen names on it. Before you leave, Lady Wachter will again affirm that if things go sideways, that you all are meeting at the stockyards, and should she receive word, that she will meet you there as well, if it push comes to shove.
Cool.
And so you guys head on over to Burgomaster Baron von Vargas. Baron Vargas? He's got a nightmare name. It's cutting through town, like skirting around the town square, a couple of like small shop fronts here and there. You pass the toy store. It's a big blue building with just a whole lot of signage on the front. And when you get to the Baron's house, do I have a splash page for that? I don't. It's very easily the grandest building here. In size, it's massive. The only thing it's not bigger than is the church.
Than your mom.
Garen, as we're walking up to it, just looks at it and be like, who wants to take Bex on if he has a tiny dick?
I'll take the action on that. What you say? 1 gold?
Yep.
I really don't want to have to verify that.
Well, you know it's gonna be your job, sad boy.
That is not a part of the mission.
I'm on dog duty. Garen's a distraction. You're on sneaky dick surveying.
I feel we need to go over the land one more time.
Title.
Invincible.
You gotta do a sleight of hand trick. You gotta do a sleight of hand roll while you're invisible to just kind of pull like the pants back a little bit.
We're not going with the Taroka
Confirm.
cards anymore. That's the title.
No, it's okay. We have a 12.5. We can break tradition for just this one.
That's really funny. Wait, is there no like, major arcana of like the genitals?
Oh, you must not be on Wizard posting, because they only post spells, testicular torsion spells.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oof.
So,
Ooh.
I'm assuming you guys would like to knock on the door.
Yes.
The person that answers, unlike the young lady at Wachter House, it's a tall, clean, elven man. Hair slicked back, clothes are pressed immaculately clean, shoes are shining. And he'll greet you with a polite smile and like a dip of the head. For brunch, I assume.
Yes.
May I have your invites?
We're on the list. Cyrus, Ulysses, Norther Turnway, and the others.
He'll
Can confirm I'm another.
he'll accept Karen's and just kind of go through. He'll read off names as we go.
Achilles and Athena, that's us.
We do request that the dog not sit at the table.
But
That's
he's
fine.
wearing a little bow tie.
I'm pretty sure they were talking about Athena. Thanks. Anyways, is there a spot, maybe like a small couch cushion or something like that on the floor?
We can have something arranged.
That would be wonderful. She's a picky eater sometimes.
She's gonna eat the couch cushion.
Just make sure she doesn't eat the pie.
Yeah.
I think she knows after her owner ate one.
So
Have you met a dog?
Yeah, right.
Fair.
the man brings you inside, and you are greeted by a long entrance hallway. It's decorated with a very long entryway carpet, but you notice amongst the finery, the tapestries, the paintings, the blah 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 blah, there's bundles of sticks littered everywhere, all over the floor. It doesn't look like something that somebody wouldn't be able to carry in an armful, but they are stacked all over the floor. In 1 second, let me do something.
Can I roll a history to see if I know what this custom is?
You may.
I
Seems
don't
like
have
it's
a
your
good one.
area.
Oh. I'm very
There-
good at D&D.
It's sometimes not gonna lie. Sometimes I get real jealous how good you are. At D&D. So it's not. I wouldn't say it's a very well-known event, and maybe not even something that they're calling it here. But the Blazing Sun, probably something to do with fire, maybe. There's probably something that would seem similar to you. Would probably be some kind of Wicker Man-esque kind of celebrations in certain circles,
Actually,
Do you
I
need a
don't know
light?
how to sacrifice into one of these things.
And sorry, I'm gathering you guys up. He will escort you through that entryway and over into the dining hall, which is where I will deposit you. 1 moment. Whoop. And then we'll bring you down over here. Whoop.
Lovely.
Before entering the dining hall, a woman will come stepping out. Her face is slender, but bordering on gaunt. She's got these high cheekbones and these kind of sad, tired eyes. But she greets you all with a smile and, "My friends, please come in. Have a seat. I'm so looking forward to our meal today." And she'll usher you in this way, except for the dog not that way.
I am
for
a
the dog
person.
who stays over in the corner.
The cholera look is so big these days.
Oh my goodness, she's a giant.
Yes.
Welcome to my party.
Oh, wait, yes.
She as soon as people are seated, she's pretty quick to lure you into conversation as if you were old friends. The only problem is that the conversation has no depth. It's talking about things about town, about the neighbor's lawn whose grass is starting to brown just a bit and we can't have any of that, and oh, poor Henrik, his house burned down and he was burned alive, poor dear. It's
Well, you know, I heard it was the help that started it.
the help.
is-
I can't believe. Like she's
Yes.
all about the hot goss, but not like again, it's not
Nothing of substance.
anything of real substance, but she seems to
Cyrus-
be desperate to engage in conversation and keep that conversation going.
Can I insight her?
I too would like
Like,
to
something feels really wrong if she's going right for that. Like, especially the way you described her as gaunt. Like, is she okay?
Ooh, nice.
That's depression. She's
Oh, okay.
So gaunt, yes, tired, yes, but there's also like there's a want for genuine kindness there, but perhaps not the capacity. If that makes sense.
I guess so.
Bringing like she Wachter mentioned her bringing people in, people who aren't exactly well-to-do, people who are hungry, and she invites them into her home and treats them as acquaintances, as friends. And it's perhaps some outreach that's either something she truly wants to do. It's depression. But
Ryan, what are you doing? Do you have like a
I don't know.
foot controller down there?
I literally have been like this.
What did it think
everybody
you were
try
doing
it.
that?
Let's
Like-
try it.
Oh,
Ah.
why do you have fucking hand gesture?
Cheated.
Doctor Strange over here with his.
With his hand movement.
He's a gift
Yeah, what
bender.
the hell?
If I do blood, will it? No? Okay.
How does?
I'm guessing you have some sort of
have
integration or
nitro?
something.
If it would have worked on my end, I would have actually freaked out because I didn't adjust any setting. I'd have been like, what?
Right.
It would have been delightful though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like she seems to genuinely want to be friendly, but it's she's incapable of doing so. You are strangers in her home, but it's all a facade. Also depression.
Let's see. The dude's name. The
Burgermeister.
The Burgermeister? His name is Baron Vargas.
Baron Vargas. You know, I've been ever since we've been in town. I have been just wanting to connect with this Burgermeister. I think he would connect well. You know, my father's a businessman, and I would love to connect the two of them. Is that possible at all?
Oh, yes, I suppose so. I can let me go see if he's in, and I will do that for you.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Right. She stands, smooths her skirts, and before she departs, like some staff comes in. They drop off brunch because you guys are being fed today. But she leaves. And in a few moments comes back. Empty-handed. On her return, her hands are down at her waist. She's fretting at her fingers, tugging them, playing with them a little bit. He'll be just a moment. Can I get you anything in the meantime?
I believe I am.
Sorry. No, it'll be brought in. I'm so sorry. She sits. And she once again does her best to draw people into conversation, and it doesn't take long after that Baron Vargas does enter the room. And I will bring him up as soon as I fucking find him. There he is. He isn't a small man, but he isn't terribly big either. In fact, he's fucking stuck. There he is.
Stuck in the doorway.
Just picturing the Resident Evil Village guy coming in.
Can you guys see him? I've been
Yep.
this map in particular. When I was doing stuff, it was resizing itself. So stuff wasn't where I was putting it. I was trying to select it, and it was selecting other boxes, other places. Anyway.
So we're in the Winchester Mystery House.
Maybe. He comes in, and I hate using the whole he looks exactly like he looks in the picture. But
he does.
Exactly he does. It's like fur-lined like shoulders and like this exaggerated like rich person persona that this man is like coming in with. Clothes that are overly fine, that are like too tailored. They are cleaner than like they really have a right to be for somebody whose wife typically invites impoverished people to brunch. Like it's maybe a little gross. But
didn't know that we were having brunch
My
with
kind
the
of
fucking king.
there you go. And he comes in with two large mastiffs at his side.
Cyrus will, of course, rise when he walks in.
I guess
And
that's
kind of
part
look
of
at
the
everyone.
etiquette. All right then. Yeah.
Baron Vyakovich, how are you? Such a pleasure to meet you.
I am well. How are you, my friends?
That's a voice. Okay. Delightful.
He's gonna try to sell me a used car.
Yeah.
We are just pleased that you opened the invitation for us to join you today. Have you, perchance, I hear you're of course a businessman. Certainly, you've of course heard of my father, yes?
Remind me.
Archibald Ulysses Turnway of Turnway Industries.
You know, I'm afraid that name doesn't ring a bell, but I'd be more than willing to listen to you. And he starts off standing next to his wife Lydia, a hand that has multiple like golden rings. One's like a signet ring that he has on his peaking finger, clasped on her shoulder for just a moment, and she, like as if prompted, like looks up at him and just like smiles, this big beaming smile, before he walks around and takes a seat at the other head of the table.
Upon
And
hearing
his
that he has
dogs
no
flank
idea,
him.
hearing he has no idea who his father is, Cyrus's eyes are screaming, and he like clenches his jaw in this like
I hate
plastered on
it here.
smile, like. Well,
Before you get into your business talk,
oh yes, of course.
we did want to thank you both for inviting us in. We actually brought a present to you, a little token of our appreciation. I think, would Achilles have the things?
Why
Who's
not?
bringing them?
Guys, did no one remember to bring the freaking...
Lady Theosa's in our kitchen like, oh shit.
Freaking some of her staff are like, "Oh, is this for us? How nice!" Like it's a
No.
Yes, and in fact, with my family's business, this would be an example of what we do. We're in the packaged dining industry. We do quite well.
Are all of them so meticulously made? These look mighty fine.
These were specially crafted for you, of course, but depending on how well they are received, we'll make sure our R&D department gets to ensure that everyone can enjoy such delicacies.
He
Got it. Go ahead.
he reaches for one, migrating towards one of the sun shapes, and he holds it up and inspects it. He brings it to his nose and he sniffs.
Yes, of course, for a special occasion, a special pastry. So we decided, for future reference, we will be able to make specially designed for special event delicacies. Upon order, of course.
Let me know if you're a fan, because, gave these a little crack, and I think they came out alright. We can certainly do additional orders in the future.
On a larger scale, of course.
Of course. Ryan, were you going to say something?
If he's starting to be suspicious or kind of sniffing it a little bit, Tristan will kind of lean forward and say, "My lord, you have to understand, my fellow compatriots are not from these lands, but when they heard of the truly legendary festivities and celebrations you have here in your wonderful town of Alakai, they insisted we come here right away. And they could think of no better way to offer to you a hand of friendship."
Okay.
If there is any kind of role he's doing for either insight or investigation or anything, if he succeeds at any of those, could I be casting silvery barbs? I don't know. I'm not sure if I could do it so subtly, though. It's not like I have subtle magic.
Well, it actually looks like he is keen on taking a bite.
Cool. I did nothing.
Well, hold on. he's got to make a con save.
Watch him be totally fucking fine, and we're just like, what the fuck just happened?
They don't call me Iron Belly for nothing.
He'll
Actually
take
had my
a
stomach
moment more.
removed.
Surprise. He'll take a moment more and look everything over, and then he'll pass the others down the line to indicating towards Lydia. You see this, Lydia? This is what we need when we're planning these events. You should take note. Give it a try. And he's gonna go and take a big old fucking bite, boy.
So wait, has he taken a bite?
He's taking one
doing it
right
right
now.
Okay, he's taking it right now. Okay, I was just making sure. I thought he was telling his assistant "Hey, you should eat this." Okay.
No,
Right.
he was
He passed one to his wife.
yeah, he was
Or
enjoying
wife,
the
yeah, okay.
showmanship of it,
Got it. Okay.
and kind of mentioning how she needs to plan better because he's very nice.
Then yes, if he succeeds his saving throw, I'd like to silvery barbs. It's a verbal thing, doesn't have to be somatic at all.
He met it. So if you want to go ahead and do it.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna try to kind of muffle it under my helmet and also maybe mask it on any of them.
I'll also speak above and try to yes, of course, when it's packaged in our standard issue rations, which are again quite popular. They won't be necessarily as fancy, but if we ship them out specific orders, it can be quite elegant.
Guys, I'm so fucking mad the pies work on my character. What the fuck? All right. So let me check something real fucking quick.
Yeah, what does it say in the book about when you poison one of the main NPCs?
Nothing.
Not
bad.
poison. To be fair, we kept our deal with the witch too, so
Yeah.
we're pretty in the clear
Doing great.
for now.
I have to roll one more thing. I
He's
gotta
just gonna be
roll
hooked
another
on crack
thing.
now.
Yeah, you know. Although he's a politician, he probably is already.
True.
It's funny. I've only played a little bit of Strahd before, and the last time I was in this town, I was just trying to like fuck around and see what I could do to like push the limits of the game. I didn't get
Well,
that far though.
So, he takes a bite. He chews. He swallows. And it's as he goes to take another, the pie drops from his fingers. His jaw just goes slack. And he just starts staring off into space.
Searching for the words to say about
Lydia, on the other side of the table, she like gets the plate from like Achilles passing it to her, or Garen passing it to her, whichever way the plate went. And she like picks up one of the wolves and she goes, "Oh, these are actually quite cute, aren't they?" And she looks across the table to Vargas.
Does he have any
And
food
she-
allergies we should know about?
After he's eaten it.
She drops the little wolf pie and she stands up quickly. I'll be right back. Please excuse me.
Insight. Is the jig up? Oh no.
She running.
Wow.
Time to go.
I mean, she's running for the door. You don't know what's wrong with her.
Huh?
We did our part. Let's go for the other door.
Something's wrong, and she's running. It is at that point, as she is nearing the door, she turns her head back, and she says, "Leonidas Xerxes, kill!" and like,
Nope.
leaves the room. If y'all want to roll initiative, or we can end it here for the easy.
Let's go.
No, we're going.
Are those the names in the actual module, or are you just
Yes.
trying to throw me off with? All right.
No,
just,
those are the names.
all right. It's all Greek
of
names throwing down.
the
apparently,
fucking dogs.
that kind of rules. Speaking of which, mine's on the other side of a door, but
Wow.
Right, because
but she does
Athena
move on
was,
my turn. That is
Athena
an
was
important
told
thing.
that she could not come in.
Yes, but she does act on my turn. That is important.
I just want to say that we gave him a snack. He went into the middle distance, and she's like, "All right, it's murder time."
I was all ready to be like, is your husband having a stroke?
Oh, he's
What's
got allergies.
happening?
I probably shouldn't have used my signature dairy shrimp peanut butter filling then.
Dairy shrimp! So it's Thai, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Doing some
Thai.
Thai right now.
Dude, there's this Thai
I swear to
place
God, I
near
had
me.
dogs.
And they're so when you think of a shrimp roll, you probably picture like your like cylindrical shrimp like spring roll, but with shrimp inside too, right?
Hold on.
This place's shrimp
Yeah.
roll, it is like very long and like twisted and tapered at the end. Like it's almost like the length of like a thin breadstick from like Italian place. It rules. Dip that in the plum sauce. Oh, it's a good time.
1 second. I'm creating a sheet for the dogs because I thought I did it before. We're just gonna drag and drop it right on in there. Hell yeah.
We're not gonna
Okay.
kill the dogs, though.
What's
Achilles
this we
just
you speak of?
viciously murders the dogs. Well, they're not mine, are they? Ah.
Okay. So we had Garen with a 16.8. We got Cyrus with a 14. Oh god. Bad turn. Been too long since I've had to do this.
Same.
Noah. Noah. Okay,
5.
sorry. Like I couldn't find you because you're. I don't have your plate.
Because my
turned
roll
on.
was so low, you
'Cause
couldn't
your
find
roll
me.
was so bad. That's okay, buddy. Achilles is at 11.
I wanted one where it's like, well, I am an animal lover, but
But only my animal.
And Dristan got a 9.
real bad roll.
Dristan. wish it would just like automatically make adjustments. I don't understand why it doesn't. And let me roll for dog. Which I named dog. Cool. Dog got a fucking 17.
Damn.
And other dog got a fucking 15.
I'm a little concerned that we haven't seen them on the screen yet.
Fido, no.
They're right there.
Yeah, they're right here.
Why don't I? Oh,
They kind of blend in a bit.
I legit thought that was just like fancy ornaments on the side of.
Yeah, no,
his chair.
some elements in these maps are just like really like, no, that's it. Okay, so
There are rugs on the floor.
yeah.
You know,
They're about to be
I
rugs
thought
on
there
the
were like
floor.
some fancy like winged like things to like complement his like fancy chair. You know what I mean?
That'd be rad.
Like bookends for a
Is
chair.
So-
is the Burgermeister also in the turn order or not?
He is phased and not moving.
Okay.
I don't think you guys actually got like the full layout of how the dream pastries work.
No, because
But
Achilles
he's-
saved.
He's just sitting in his chair, just not moving. The
I'm sure
dog
he's
to
fine.
his right is going to lunge forward at the closest dude here. Hey Dristan, how are you? And he's gonna let. God damn! He got a 20.
Jesus.
Well, I'm glad I have cure wounds.
So as soon as Lydia gave that kill order, both of them like immediately teeth baring, saliva like just drooling out of their mouth, and
Sorry, was that a nat 20?
no, dirty 20.
Okay.
And he lunges forward and tries to take a bite out of you, and deals 2 whole points of damage.
Cyrus shrieks, even though Tristan is a human shield for him right now.
I will add Lydia to the turn order.
I can
though.
picture the exact kind of shriek he's making too.
Yes, that one. It's that.
That one.
We all know
Garen.
the one.
Well, he doesn't want to kill the doggos, but considering they've been giving a kill order, he's gonna get up, move over to the dog, and let's see. I forgot. It's been so long. Okay, so he has a long sword. Could he just like hit the dog with the sword still in the scabbard? Just trying to like knock it
Mithril?
out?
Why
Yeah.
not?
No. Okay, cool. Fuck, how do you do this? It's been so long.
Sid, when you get a chance, can you make Noah's health bar visible? When you get a chance, can you make Noah's health bar visible for us?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were like, can you make the dogs visible? And I was like, no.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say because they were sat down for dinner and it takes an action, Garen does not have a shield, so that means he can do the two-handed attack with his longsword.
Can you see his bar now?
Yes.
Where's it?
Okay.
Okay, I guess it doesn't like doing that. Will this roll it? Eh? Okay, yeah. Two-handed is on the right. So 12 damage?
The poor mastiff closest to you, dubbed Leonidas, like looks like he's about to like lunge forward when you just strike out with your weapon, and it yelps and like staggers back onto the floor.
Oh, is it knocked out?
No, he just like it like whips him around real good. Like if you like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Probably wasn't anticipating just getting his shit wrecked. Respectfully.
I'm so sorry.
Is that you?
I think so. Let me
I
just
really
make
like
sure.
this idea of you just chilling in that chair fighting off a dog.
That's the Steven Seagal method right there.
Yeah, I'm
It'll be
good.
a
I'm done.
movie if I can sit in
Okay.
a chair the whole time.
Which leaves that same poor dog to try and attack you.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry to do this. I actually have advantage on initiative rolls because of my weapon of warning, so I'm just
Okay,
gonna
go
roll
for
that
it.
and see if I can get any. Fucking A!
But you gotta use that one,
I-
right?
Do you?
It's the same.
It's the same frickin' thing.
Good job.
Oh man.
The dice
You know
tell
what
us
that means? That means Noah is certain of his 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The strong 5.
Leah Knight. Ooh, wait. Strengths. Oh,
Mistress
hey.
just wants you to have a 5.
The dog got an 21. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength save for me, please.
Oh, he can do the thing where he knocks me down, huh?
Maybe.
Oh, good.
What would that be? Like you go over with the chair? Is that what would happen there?
It's a big dog.
I don't know. I would honestly love to see you do
Okay.
this whole fight from a chair, though. That would kind of be amazing.
18?
That you can.
18 passes. So the dog whips around, like sinks his teeth into your arm or your leg.
Ow!
You receive 5 points of piercing damage.
Ow! Okay.
They're not super strong, but that is a pretty good roll for him. And he like rips his head from side to side and starts to like pull. But
Bad dog.
while the chair like gives a shift on the carpet, you're good. Cyrus.
Okay, the dog that's getting in Dristan's grill. I would like it to make a strength saving throw because I'm going to try to use a telekinetic shove to push it 5 feet away.
Ooh.
You have the telekinesis feat?
I do.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You did it best.
Oh yeah? How'd it do?
6.
Okay, nice. So I'll just nudge that, I guess, against the wall from where it is. And
Like,
then
is it forcefully or is it just like pushed back?
telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30
It's a
feet.
shove.
Must succeed
your
a saving
brain blasted.
throw, or be moved 5 feet away from you. A creature can willingly fail this save.
Xerxes stumbles back, and actually like the force of it like pushes him against the wall, and like when he doubles back around after fighting his footing, he gives a particularly vicious snarl.
So I follow that up like it's a 1-2, right? Because I
Uh-huh.
like throw it back and then charge up in this hand some like green energy that I'd then fling with a ray of sickness that hopefully lands. Did it roll to attack at all?
It says 9,
Four.
but then
Oh wow,
DC
there it is.
con.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. I missed that. Do I have sorcery points I can do stuff with? Cause that can spell and powered spell. That's only damage. Okay. Nope. I guess I blast lasers at the wall.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's like you don't really anticipate him like hitting the wall and like dropping to the ground for a moment before like righting himself. So your special lasers like just go right above him.
And then I'm going to hop behind Achilles and say, "There's your dog duty! Dog duty!"
Achilles, it's your go.
So first things first, since it's all happening kind of the same moment, as she runs out, I will actually be having Athena take a move here. So he's gonna yell out, just like, "Stop her, girlie!" And Athena's gonna try to like stop the wife from running away.
Lydia.
Yeah. So
Oh
it'll
god,
be.
do I have one for Lydia?
This is Athena. It's gonna be like a bite to grapple kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, not necessarily a bite, but like, I guess that's what the dog would have to do. Maybe like grabbing at her like dress or something to hold her in place. But you know, attack roll first, of course. 15.
That hits.
Cool. And then opposed grapples after that, I suppose.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
All right. What's 2 plus 4? Okay. It's kind of weird doing the companion rolls because it's like sort of a combo of my scores and hers that she uses.
Mm-hmm.
14.
So how is Athena grappling her?
I think she's gonna like bite at like. Is she wearing like a dress or is it more of like?
Yeah, she's wearing
like
a dress.
Okay, cool. So I think it would be like biting and clamping down on the dress to prevent her from running away.
Like her skirt. Okay.
Yeah, because she's not gonna like bite into her flesh. I didn't tell her to attack. I just told her to stop her. You know.
Okay.
That's my action, and until next level, I can't also take an attack with extra attack. So Achilles is jumping up on the table and pulling his spears out. All right, let's do it. The rustic hospitality is off, and so is the bow tie. Screw this thing. That's not my style. Let's go. And he's gonna wield them with the not the pointy end of the spear forward, but the blunt end, for the same reason as Garen used the scabbard.
Listen, dogs are attacking,
Oh, I would come up.
And
Sorry, I would come up closer. I wouldn't let you know.
and
I'd be up
there's
here with your
a
spear.
man on the table, or a satyr on the table.
I am a fae, not a humanoid. Thank you very much.
There's a dude on the table.
There's a shirtless guy on the table.
There's a shirtless guy on the table.
I
not
actually
It's a
entertained.
fun party.
I
I actually
want
wanna
to
follow
the
the
on if I
lady.
was jumping on the table.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll bump you out here. Whoop.
You walk out to see my dog biting at her.
I'm gonna draw my bow on her.
Okay.
And I would like to use my Heart of Darkness background feature.
Okay.
Those who look into your eyes can see that you have faced unimaginable horror, that you are no stranger to darkness. Though they might fear you, commoners will extend every courtesy and do their utmost to help you. Unless you have shown yourself to be in danger to them, they will take up arms and fight alongside you, should you find yourself facing an enemy alone. So for this, like, imagine you kind of like the Laudna from Critical Role, like the shadowy flames, the kind of like just the scary presence, intimidating presence.
Nice.
Like
she
her
has
image
an-
of dread or something that she uses.
Kind of like if this were like more, you know, animated, it would be like the specter of death walking out.
Sure.
And he's going to have his bow drawn towards her because she hasn't let out a scream yet, correct?
She told the dogs to kill, but you have not heard her scream.
My lady, it would behoove you to step back inside to your dining room so that we might continue and conclude our brunch. I can promise you, if you come back inside this room, we can talk. However, I cannot have you leave. Please, step back inside.
Can you drop the verbiage of that background real quick, just so I can look at it?
Yeah. There's the whole tangent about, like, if you're non-hostler, ignore that part. This is,
Yeah.
like...
Sure. Okay. Oh, and her turn comes immediately after yours. She's like, when you first come out, she's wrestling with Athena, like yanking at her skirts, trying to get them free from the dog. And as you like look at her, there's tears welling up in her eyes. She's distraught. She's upset. And then when you speak to her, her eyes shoot up and she's just quietly crying. And she just starts shaking her head. Please don't hurt me.
You won't have to hurt you. You are a good soul. You don't need to pay for his sins. But if you leave, I will be forced to let my fingers go. Please, accompany me back inside, where we can all talk.
I'll say it's Noah's turn.
Well, Noah doesn't know all that's going on. He does know that Garen is currently getting bit by a dog, so he runs over like, hey! And he's gonna have his
Hey, you stop it right now!
his dark rapier out, and he's gonna try to like shove it back a bit, and also give a poke. He doesn't want to kill it, but he'll give a poke to hurt it enough to scamper away. So there's that.
And it was almost on that 20.
I know.
I saw that.
I don't want to kill it, but I stab it through the face.
Oh, the Batman method, huh?
Okay, that
Alright,
hits.
he's-
Alrighty. Okay, 5. Now I could potentially do an action surge. How's it looking after that? Is it looking like it's just angry now? Like, what's going on?
You know, hurt animals when they feel like back into a corner. There's like a certain level of like pathetic sadness, like, oh, that it is injured. But there's also that feral element of like, I'm afraid of you and I will attack you if you come near me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dog is very badly injured. Probably one bad hit close to death.
Okay.
But teeth are still bared, eyes are like wild and pointed.
I can't remember anymore. What's the 5e rule for just like shoving down?
Just a
Contested.
contested.
Okay. I'd like to action surge and shove this thing to the ground. Essentially, I want to like kick it. I want to like kick it kind of like into the wall and just yell at it.
You heard it here first, folks. Richard's gonna kick a dog.
And
Yeah,
that's why he's the ranger of our group.
yeah.
The druid!
I still don't understand that, but that's for another
I
time.
don't know, man. There's just something about your 9 to 5 that made me think druid. I don't know what it is. It just has woods vibes.
So contested athletics. Let me just double check here. It's just a +3. Okay.
It's great, because I got a natural 1.
Oh, the dog
So,
might be.
like,
You shatter the
it's
dog's
extreme.
spine.
Stay down.
That aura of like commanding presence paired with that boot just like pushing against it, the dog is still. It lets out this long kind of piteous whine, but those eyes are still like wild, like an afraid animal, like just not at ease quite yet.
Is it 5 feet further away from Garen now? Like when I shoved it? Was that okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then could I, as a bonus action, do a perception check since I'm near this window? I just want to make sure nothing else is coming or lurking around.
Do a perception.
I'm so good at those. Nah, alright, whatever.
Backyard.
It's a backyard.
Pretty nice. That's not bad. It's time for dog's turn. Dristan left. There's a man on the table. Its friend is getting fucking destroyed. But we're gonna go after who's closest. That is Achilles. After it moves close, it's going to God bless. It's gonna like come lunging at the up on top of the table, kind of like that Sandlot dog does. And it's gonna like totally whiff its attack. Like its foot like lands on a teacup, and it just slides out underneath it, all stupid.
Like when a husky's on tile.
Yes, Tokyo drifting. Garen.
How are the dogs looking?
The one on the table with Achilles has not been hurt at all. Dog on the floor that was attacking you looks to be on the brink of death.
Okay.
Is currently subdued, but like.
Oh, I got really high AC. I might have stepped in between Garen and the thing.
Yeah, the way I was imagining it was like you like had your foot on it in that moment.
Yeah, I guess my idea too was that I was kind of protecting Garen since he got hurt.
Okay.
Since he's chair fighting at the moment.
Well, I appreciate it, but it looks like Garen's gonna have to get out of the chair
No.
and
Chair fight.
move this way to hit the other dog with his sword. Bad dog.
How much weight does that table hold? I can just imagine like
Please
two
also
people
get on the table.
just.
All of my graphics vanished. Please hold. I'm refreshing.
Uh-oh.
I hate
Artem,
Roll20.
I'm picturing like Garen's like righting himself, and as he's like pushing himself
There it goes.
up on the table, and in his eye line, it's just whoop, other dog. You know.
Why are there so many dogs?
You attacked that dog? Oh, the one on the that thing. Sorry,
Yeah.
everything's fine. So, yeah, that hits.
Yep. Again,
fucking-
sheathed
Handedly.
sword. 11 damage.
Fuck.
Bludgeoning if it matters.
No, that's good. Like it comes down and like just the force of the hit like makes it like flinch down more towards the table.
I don't suppose he has a shit intimidation anyway.
You can try.
Oh, dude, do the Chuck Norris bear stare down.
Can I try just like as a like to try and get them to stop?
Sure. It
Yeah.
it seems angrier.
Fucking dog, stop it.
That poor dog's not fucking moving. Cyrus.
Could be a real bastard.
Fireball.
Isn't he already?
You're right, Tony. This
A
one on the
real
table.
one.
I'm casting Tasha's Mind Whip. It has to make an intelligence save, which I assume is not its strong.
Which dog? Are you being an absolute bastard man, or are you just being a little bit of a bastard?
Oh, the one
man?
on the table making a ruckus.
Okay.
The one that's closest to biting
on
me.
an intelligence. And you do it twice?
What? No, I
Yeah,
just
it
did it.
Okay.
That's
That's a 9.
weird.
Are you doing all this with like your goblet still in your hand, by the way?
No.
So it takes 10 damage?
Yes, it does, and it can only take an action, a bonus, or movement next round. It
Well,
has
that's
to
not a
pick-
problem because the dog's dead.
Oh, okay, cool.
You killed it?
In that case, it just has an aneurysm. Its eye pops out, and blood shoots out of its nose, and it falls to the ground or table.
Yes, it does.
Achilles will not stand for this. Achilles will cure wounds to the dog on his turn.
Bad dog.
Achilles, it's your turn.
So
And
first thing,
then I'll grab my chalice and take a sip.
well, first of all, out in the hall, because like, when I'm sorry, I forget her name, Lydia, is having that like kind of breaking moment there. Athena will unclench from the dress and then just do that like top of the head rub, that a dog will do into a person's leg, and just sympathetic like looking up at her like, hey, I know how you're feeling, kind of deal.
Okay.
And then don't worry about it, Ryan. I guess this is what Achilles would do. It's in his nature, Anyway, seeing the dog's like eyeball pop out or whatever, Achilles is going to hop off the table and then just kind of bring the dog down off the table and cure wounds it, while just like doing a very like, I gotcha, it's okay, like you're all right, the fight's over, just calm down kind of thing. If you want me to roll a handling on that too, but I am gonna cure wounds it so that it's not dead.
Okay.
Um,
Just for
So,
the
of
hell of
course-
it, roll animal handling too.
okay. Do I get anything extra because I'm like taking care of it as I'm healing it, or do you just want me to roll standard?
Just roll standard. I don't think he's gonna like spring back to full life and be like, I'm
Go right for the neck.
Yeah.
All right.
Call an
here comes-
ambulance,
here
but
comes
not
the
for
nat-
me.
Thank you, stranger.
Here comes the nat 1.
Oh.
Okay.
What did I say?
What was the healing roll?
Oh yeah.
It's probably gonna be higher than the animal handling roll.
Probably.
Probably.
So
Almost
I clicked the link for
statistically,
that.
It has to be.
I clicked the link for that the song you dropped, and the
Yeah.
commercial. The first thing I see is like a puppy face just laughing.
It is.
It's like, ah!
It's a good healing roll. It's almost a max
That's-
healing roll.
That's
Probably
where
the
it was
best healing roll of the
when he
campaign.
got dropped. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it was higher by itself without the mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds
Tristan.
and just like, you know, be nursing it.
Tristan in the hallway. Lydia's got her hands up. She's kind of deliberately like trying to make herself seem smaller. Just tears running down her face, but she seems very reserved and willing to listen to what you're saying.
Real quick, perception check. Do I hear footsteps? Is anyone coming in to check on us?
Roll it.
Not great.
Not great, but you don't hear like footsteps coming. But you hear like kitchen sounds, like the chef is working in the kitchen, like you hear dishes and stuff like that. But other than that, you don't hear anybody coming your way.
Remind me, this is the sister of the priest
Yes, it
that
is.
we have been working with.
Mhm.
What is his name?
Father Lucian.
We know your brother, Lucian. We've been working with him. We know about your situation. It's pretty obvious. You can run. You can go back to this life. Or you can step back inside and we can talk. We can have something different for you. But I promise you, you won't like staying here. Come with us.
She'll start to nod her head. If you want to like, I feel like your background kind of like covers it, but if you want to roll a quick persuasion with advantage for me.
Yeah, let's see that -1. Yeah.
Like she's like
I'm trying to
down,
do that
but-
that that Trinity line. Like you can walk down that road. You've been down that road 1,000
Uh-huh.
times before. You know exactly where that road goes.
Mhm.
Or you can get back in the car. You can come
You
with
can
us.
get back in the car. Okay. Skirting around Athena, she does approach that door and goes back inside.
Okay. When
Oh.
she steps back inside, Tristan is going to put his bow down, or not have the arrow drawn anymore.
Okay. Do you want to go back inside too?
I will take a quick look around. I'll let Athena go in, and
Oh,
then I'm
she
going to
is-
close the door behind.
Yeah, she is following her back in.
And I'll say like that turn right there just for like a story point. That's all done in conjunction.
Athena walks up, see Achilles nursing a different dog.
If I can also tack on, is the dog still fighting?
One of them is very much subdued and almost dead. One of them just got dead, but like was revived and is being like cared for. So there's currently not fighting.
Cyrus will return to his
Bring it
seat
back in here for the
and
hell of
tuck
it,
a
too.
napkin in and go back to picking at his plate.
And I think we might be out of turn order
All right.
for now.
Lady Lydia, I have a suggestion for you. It seems, despite your circumstances, you have a pretty good soul. A rare thing in these parts. Something that should be protected and not locked in a cage, as it were. We know your brother, Lucian. He's also a good man. You can leave. Take your things, gather whatever you need, and go to him. We can escort you, or we can meet you there. But you need to not be here anymore. The story will be, you couldn't stand your husband anymore. You couldn't stand what he was doing to your home, to your city, and you had to go. It was your only choice. And in his heartbreak, he turned to other vices. I don't need to tell you what happens when there are changes in leadership, but I don't think you should be here, and I don't think you should suffer for the crimes that your husband has committed. Do you understand?
Like, lower lip wobbling. She's very much cowering as far as she can from y'all in this room. And she starts to nod, and then that nod turns into a frantic head shake. His Nick is gonna kill me when he finds out. He can't find out.
I'll never know.
Can't promise that.
Wait, why would the captain of the guard try to kill you?
He is a bit of a bastard.
She looks down in a way, doesn't answer, but when Cyrus says he is a bit of a bastard, she looks up just briefly. If you can get me out of here safely, so I don't have to deal with him, we can do that, but I have to go get my son. Victor, he's upstairs.
Will he come with you willingly?
There's a faraway look in her eyes as she shakes her head.
We've heard stories about your boy and his inklings, I suppose. I understand you are his mother. But he is a man, correct? He is an adult.
He, like, in a medieval fantasy setting, he would be considered an adult. Yeah.
How old is he?
Like late teens.
Oh, I'm gonna slap a child.
I'm trying to say he's responsible
that's
for
where
his
we'll end
decisions.
Like, I'd probably put him right at like 17.
Okay.
What's this kid's deal?
Old enough to be fucking wrecked.
Yeah, old enough to where Garen doesn't have to feel bad about slapping him.
What have you heard about it?
I'm totally fine, intimidating more teenagers.
Oh my god.
That's true.
My big thing is we're already friends with her brother, who's relevant in this town. If we can get her out, basically the thing is that we can say that she left, he turned to Dream Pies as an escape, and then Lady Wachter comes in and helps with the power vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
So our only loose ends are if we can say we'll take care of the guard captain. Maybe if Lady Lydia
Lydia.
can write a note saying, "Go to this place at this time." We can stage an ambush and we can take him out.
And
We could get him to eat a pie too.
Yeah, and if I
Or-
may also suggest this, if the dogs listen to Lydia, maybe Achilles rolls up with 3 dogs when we fight the guard. That's all I'm saying.
She could also
You're
take
trying
the
to
dogs
start a
with her.
sled team. I get it.
Yes.
Baroque.
I'm
should
gonna
definitely take
challenge
the
Strahd
dogs.
to a race for power.
It's gonna be the Iditarod. It'll be fine.
Cool runnings.
The Strahd.
Nah.
Hey!
Nice.
All right.
But big picture here, trying to get this lady out because she seems nice, and if she
Yes.
stays here, she's fucking dead. So, however we can get that through to her, is she's got to go, and hopefully her brother can help her.
We gotta talk the kid into it, right?
I don't think the kid's coming along.
What's the deal with the kid? Andrew doesn't
He's
recall.
a creep, right? Just a mean
So-
creep.
It was divulged last session that Lady Wachter tried to arrange a marriage between her daughter and the Baron's son, Victor.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter was returned to Lady Wachter, not herself.
I think
Like,
that's what the cat girl
Had
was.
gone
upstairs.
mad and was maybe thinking that she's a cat upstairs in her house, locked in her room all by herself.
Oh dear. Gotcha.
So, Victor, the baronet, did something to severely traumatize a young girl.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool guy.
And so she wants him to come with?
Well, she's a good
Maybe.
mom.
Leave him behind?
She's trying to look out for her boy, but
Gotcha.
that ship don't sail.
But,
Let me talk to him. I'll handle this.
He's up in the attic. He's up in the attic.
Oh.
He doesn't ever come down.
Well, we could leave. He'd never know.
We'll handle the captain of the guard. But if you can get your things and go meet your brother, it would be in your best interest.
She starts to nod pretty quickly. And as she starts to go for the door, she pauses for a moment and like looks for permission to leave the room.
Before she does, I don't know if it'll help at all, but I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on her.
Nice.
Like Garen, like weirdly, like prays silently for a second to himself. Not that it'll help a lot, but maybe it'll make her feel better.
Good, because her AC's balls. She leaves. And like not too long after, you hear the sound of her footsteps like on the stairs, like going up. And that might be where we end it, unless you guys
I
have
think
anything
that's
in
a good-
particular.
Yeah.
We burned down the house.
Burn down the house.
All right,
Podcast
get up.
burning hands.
Fucking.
I dropped 10 barrels of oil.
Fucking the dream pies didn't work on y'all. But this motherfucker rolled balls.
Look at me. Look at me.
go.
I'm the hag now.
Forcing him to roll with disadvantage definitely helped with that. It wasn't just the bad luck.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel good, man. I crafted some custom pies and then I hurt
And
helped
he's-
dogs. Is a good time for Achilles.
And he's not moving for. Let me see where it was. Was it 6? Yeah, he's not moving for 6 hours.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Want to
he's-
check his
Yeah.
pockets, see if he has anything cool in there?
He took a bite
Can
of
we-
dinner and he's gonna wake up to basically an empty house.
Nice.
Dang. All right. Well.
Probably put him in a chair or something, right? Just sit him down in a chair.
Yeah.
He's in a chair.
That's
He
true.
is in a chair.
Oh, great.
That's true.
But
Alright.
yeah, that's where we'll end it.
We'll be back next week.
Alrighty.
Stream. This was good, Sid. Good stuff. Bye, stream.
Sorry, it's been like information dump after information dump.
You
But
guys-
we were able to get to fake a crime scene and rescue a lady. Somehow, this turned around good again.
Hey, you
And
gotta
we
do
did the
this.
chillest round of combat. Like,
Yeah.
I've been so afraid of being like,
That was
alright,
so
here's
clean.
an army. And I was like, oh god.
Hey, you gotta do the setup to do the payoff, and we were rewarded with like safe combat. You know.
2 non-lethal dog and like that was some Splinter Cell shit right there.
Yeah, minus,
Good job,
minus
everybody.
you know, Cirrus blowing the brains out of one. Good thing we fixed. All right.
Yes, I splintered his shell.
All right, bye, stream.
Bye.